first-round pick from Utah State, set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
There's a first 3rd down try in the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Powell on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spent a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Cousins. They've got his man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, 58 yards. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, Love to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake, for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 78 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. Shoves him aside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Flush to his right. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. Now Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slowest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Touchdown! KJ Osborne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On the return is Powell. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Contact defensively, and that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
And rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd and long for Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jordan Hicks. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right, pushing through the contact. The solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Play action this time with Love. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 42 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 69 yards. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third down, Love staying on his feet. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 3 yards out. And the Packers get a bit closer. Carlson on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Glove. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Love now to pass on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devontae Wyatt able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now third down and very long. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Cousins. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Being chased out left. Now that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Throwing, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go. Now Cousins on fourth down. Dancing to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no.
Let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready?
Again, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Love now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 33. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the handoff, it's Madison. Oh, and Nelson spaced opening. And he'll be out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles. Pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on Hill.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right about 20 yards on the... Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay the game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course. Fits backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All right, now here we go.
Throwing is Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Off the play fake, Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They go play action. Cousins. He lets one go. Deep for Addison. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
3 quarters have come